Hello everyone, and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey everybody. I'm just trying to find our way around Halloween Town. The Hinterlands, sorry, not Halloween Town.
We are back with part 35 of our Nightmare Before Christmas.
That we are.
Yeah. We got a little bit lost at the end of the last part, but I think we will make it.
Yes, I have confidence. Because all we have to do at this part is we have to find the last tree and get to the door.
Yup.
Because, and I apologize for that because I have to remind myself. Although, the place that Jack Skellington rules over, is it called Halloween Town?
Yes.
Interesting. Because
it is our town of Halloween. Halloween Town.
Oh.
Yeah, basically the holidays are... the towns are holiday town. Did it just become black and white for us?
It did something, but I don't know what exactly it did.
Okay. Or, the colors became sapped out.
Yeah. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
They're not seeing it, so...
Right, you're seeing it perfectly fine. We're not, but we got the computer monitor as a second.
I am opening up my...
now we're back to full
bar.
color, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of needed that so we knew if we were going the right way or not. So.
Right, and I think we were, but I took a wrong turn.
Again.
Not to worry, we just have to backtrack to where we were previous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was curious about that because, admittedly, I watched something this October that I didn't think I would do, but I did since I had the option and opportunity. I watched all of the Disney Channel movie called The Halloween Town, the very first Halloween Town from the late 90s.
Oh, yeah, not related to Jack's Halloween.
Oh, no.
No.
No, although there was a lot of effort in the first movie, this Halloween Town is a little more whimsical and...
Yeah. Probably more fleshed out, frankly.
Wholesome, I guess.
Wholesome.
Although, to be fair, this story of Jack Skellington is wholesome as well, with some edge, but not too deep of an edge.
Mm-hmm. Still family friendly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously, they weren't going to make it as mature as Devil May Cry.
Of course not. That would be a bad idea.
Yeah, because this is based on a kid's movie.
Treat!
Well,
Devil May Cry is not. More for edgy teenagers.
Teenagers are a little bit different of an audience. I think everybody watching this show knows this.
Yeah, and I included you adults because...
Yeah, them too.
Because even though Devil May Cry came out when I was a teenager, I didn't actually get to play it. At least I didn't get to experience the first one until adulthood. Technically, I played 2 when I was still a teenager, but...
So I think the mistake I made was I took that path. So let's see where this path up here takes us.
And I heard that supposedly Devil May Cry 2 is the worst.
Oh?
At least of the first 3. That just seems to be the consensus of the fans.
Wandering Trail.
And I'm like, well, I like 2, so I guess I'll love 1 and 3 then. Because they must be better.
Right, I imagine the first one was very good, because it established the fan base.
Now, I, like a lot of people, was not keen on the remake and the redesign that came with the remake.
Oh, yes.
The apparently Capcom deciding we're going to appeal more to Western audiences.
Always a big mistake. Because the Westerners actually really like the...
I'm like, maybe we all want him to be a white-haired Bishonen, and don't want to be mocked for liking the white-haired Bishonen.
I usually like white-haired Bishonens.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of reminded me of Gax.
Oh, yeah.
The first one, not the redesign. The redesign is a little jerk.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, the game, we kind of previewed the game.
We did.
And the game seems like it will still be good, despite the constant reminder that this is not our original gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that the game is still good is more the talent of Capcom than anything else.
Yes. Keep at it, boys.
But yeah, some of the choices, like, mocking the fans of the original, weren't very nice.
No.
And it felt more like, I guess they did, it did feel kind of like it was being a, like, American zombie apocalypse movie.
Yeah.
The remake, from what little we explored, that's kind of the vibe I got.
Yeah, that kind of feels what they were going for, actually. Is it bad? And I probably will get issues with this, but is it bad to admit that I feel at times the 20-teen zombie mania was a mistake?
Oh, no, I agree. And, I mean, I don't like it either. I was never really into zombies. And so I found it really weird that we became obsessed with them in the 2010s.
Yeah.
Everybody
For
except...
better or worse.
Everybody except, like, you and me.
Yeah, because at first I was numb about it because I thought, yeah, there's always a fanfare that isn't always the best per decade, but as I grew older, I started to worry that there was something behind the zombie fanfare that they were not.
I mean, I'm not going to get all conspiracy theory about it.
Obviously not.
But
this isn't the channel for it.
Yeah. Maybe one day, but not on here. Not on here. It would have to be
This is a for fun, for laughs and giggles.
Yeah.
Although we get stressed a bit, it's because we're trying to do difficult things.
Yeah. I remember on one of our Echo videos, the guy was literally like, and relax, you seem a bit stressed.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, I know.
I want to relax.
We want to relax, but this is like, you probably didn't realize this was like the 5th video. We were on the same level.
Yeah.
So we were kind of done. That, and I think in that video specifically, I was getting a migraine, and maybe he missed the part where I said I have a migraine, but...
Yeah.
So, yeah, like... Any of you guys who have suffered from a migraine probably understand, like, right away.
Yeah.
Like, you were probably like, oh yeah, that explains
Right. And
everything.
it was not a pleasant moment.
Yeah.
And we apologize for that, ladies and gents.
But yeah, anyway. Zombies, I in general was used to not being into the occult stuff that everybody else was into, so...
Yeah.
It was just a third tier of more stuff that everybody's obsessed with that I'm not interested in.
Yeah.
And my best friend at the time...
Oh my.
Well, actually, she was... Never mind, I had already been demoted.
Oh yeah,
By
she
then.
did that nasty thing to you, buddy.
Yeah, she did that maybe like a year before that happened, a year or two before. I don't know. But anyway, she was really obsessed with zombies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to the point where... Alright. Well, what do you think? So, BioShock. Little Sisters.
Yeah.
She said they're zombies.
The Little Sisters in Bioshock.
I know. I'm like, they're not zombies. Now, actually, at the time, I didn't really know the Bioshock games, so I couldn't quite argue with it. But now that we've played Bioshock,
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
we did play Bioshock together.
I'm like, they're not zombies. But anyway,
I'm guessing because they've got eye whites and are... But no, that's not even right either, even though they have that odd aesthetic. The thing about them is they're usually just wandering about and then the Big Daddy follows them.
yeah, and they will take Eden from people with just kind of like an essence,
Yeah.
but that's not the same as zombies.
No, because they thrive on that to energize them and the Big Daddy.
I'm like, yeah, it's honestly much more depressing than zombies. There, my friend.
Yeah. Because everybody is so addicted to the junk, and...
Yeah, and I don't know, but I was thinking part of the obsession with zombies is that maybe out of all the occult, they were probably the most believable in terms of this is something that in the right conditions could happen in real life. In terms of like the zombies that were a result of a disease or like, and not necessarily the
I think we're at that.
dead being brought back to life zombies, more like the I want to say like in Biohazard, like those types of zombies where they're diseased people. I think that's what they were in Biohazard, but anyway, I don't remember. But we know that there can be circumstances where people in real life can act kind of zombie-like. So I think that was part of the appeal and part of what was scary was people are like, well, this could actually happen. That's the only thing I could kind of fathom as to maybe why it was popular, but I don't know.
Probably. And they were... So the last path didn't go... So let's see. That, and I worry that it was because they were using that to explain away certain things. I think we're here.
Yeah. Well, all supernatural things, like supernatural monsters, were a way to explain something they couldn't understand.
Aha. There
Yeah.
you are.
Werewolves, there are, excuse me,
Let's
real
put this tree
people
back.
who had a disease that gave them a lot of extra body hair
Yes.
that made them look like wolves.
Yeah.
Alright.
So we got the Christmas tree door, and
Hey.
so we finally took the right turn, and bam, it's back.
We made it.
And it opens, and we are sucked.
We get swept in.
That we are.
Like in the movie.
Yep.
Whoa.
Exactly like
Exactly like
the Nightmare
movie,
Before
yes.
Christmas. So yeah, I think I remember that you were telling me.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them, and I think a lot of them were actually pretty interesting from the photographs I've seen of
Clear time!
SAS. So that's going to give us
Combo!
Now, for
Damage!
vampires, I don't know. Maybe there were
Exclamation
maybe
marks
there were people
count.
that liked to drink people's blood. I
Nightmare
don't know.
rank!
Yes, and I think with
Excellent.
vampires, I think there was also some skin conditions and
Right, that made the skin really pale.
right,
Soul
And
Maybe
bonus.
even some anemic people.
right, and also I think some people who didn't really have an understanding of how the body decomposes,
Yeah, fair.
because I think memory serves me right, oftentimes when bad things were happening, they were afraid that the corpses had somehow come back to life and they were feasting on the living. So, a common trait that some medieval villages would do is that they would put a stake through the heart of the corpse and do whatever to ensure that it wouldn't come back to life. As for Frankenstein...
Come to think of it, that could have been what inspired zombies as well. You have some diseases where people will die and come back to life. Ooh.
We got this little video. Alright, so he's opening up and... Just magics them into light?
What just happened? I'm so confused.
So am I. Jack, so them turning into light was him rescuing them? I've got to hurry. Yes, you do, Jack. You've got to hurry. So we finally made it, several parts in.
Yeah.
In Christmas Town.
We're finally in Christmas Town. Yay.
That we are. We're absolutely saving here.
Of course we're saving here.
I'll try to cap it at one time, this time.
Yeah,
So
that's
this
fine.
is Christmas Town. It's so serene and pretty.
Ah, good, thank you.
How
I appreciate
awful.
that.
I didn't want you to get homesick, so I scooped up some water from the Halloween Town spring. Don't mind the slime.
Yes,
Do you want
please
to put
do.
the water in your crystal vial?
No,
Because I'll need
definitely.
help when
Don't forget.
Yeah.
things
Save it
go
now.
awry.
Or risk
Ideally, it's
doing
good if you
again.
don't. You just keep it in the back and save it for when you desperately need it. And I can think
Yeah.
of a certain somewhere where we will need it.
Yeah, not to mention in the olden days, sometimes people would just pass out drunk and they'd think they were dead.
Oh God, yeah,
So, yeah, we have that as well.
yes.
And they were probably hungover, so maybe that inspired zombies too, I don't know.
That too. And also, if I remember
Christmas
some of the
tree's
old
ruined.
vampire
Its
stories, that
decorations are
that
scattered
zombies
everywhere. Can
were
you
the
help us fix
servants.
it?
Ow!
Please help,
Of-
sir.
Vampire. Oh, not the elf jack, the trees.
That wasn't very nice of the Christmas tree.
No, it wasn't.
Not very festive. Oh,
No, because I have a feeling Oogie Boogie was running rampant in the world. This world.
yeah, he probably.
Yeah, so we gotta unruin it.
All the people were scared and ran off to hide.
Maybe we're
Christmas
just
will
not
be
supposed to
ruined.
attack the tree.
Well, what's this?
I guess we're supposed to be able to grab on.
Yeah, that's, if my studying was correct, because there's a certain, oh!
There it goes.
That's the mistake I was making. I was using the wrong button.
So are we waiting
Toll
for
robber.
I think we are, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so...
If it would come.
Yeah. Please come, train. Oh, manure.
Crap.
Well, I guess we can... 'cause I
Right
think-
away.
Yeah, because there's a certain area that you're supposed to... Because I think...
Yes, I see what you're supposed to do.
Because I think you need the tree.
Toll robber.
Oops. Is that... Oh, there we are. We found an item.
Good.
Yes.
An ornament.
Yep. That we are. We need to find Christmas ornaments. And one of them we desperately do need the train to reach, I think.
Yes.
Whoa. So, safety tip, I think, is if you find a bomb to jump back.
Of course, yes.
But I think you knew that already.
Yes, usually it's best to avoid bombs.
Yeah, what happened here?
Oh. The merry-go-round is not so new.
No, it isn't. It looks disheveled and disheveled and run down. Like Oogie put his fingers all over it.
He played with it and broke it.
Yeah,
And then was like, oh,
made the mistake Jack Skellington made, which is, except Jack was coming from curiosity and intrigue, but whereas Oogie obviously is coming from malice. Oh, okay, so I can get some health from this thing. Alright, so, I'll go to the warden still, so... Ow! Ugh. How about you? Nope. Okay, how about you? Nope. No. Alright, well, let's keep looking. Huh. Oh! This is something that needs the, fire. So, we should be able to go inside. Oh, yeah, let's go inside.
yes.
Green Elf's home. Uh-oh. Gotta fight some, bad guys. What did you get for Christmas, Timmy? Exactly. I thought that's what I thought I was in for when I saw. Oh, he's got a bear trap stickers person. That would be like hilarious and comedy, but
Yeah, the trailers. The movie trailers were kind of a mess.
they are.
I'm glad I didn't see the trailers before I saw the movie.
Uh huh. I take it you saw them later, didn't you?
Yes, after I had already seen the movie.
Ah.
Some trailers got better. Like some of them were like, we have to save Santa Claus.
Yes.
It's a wonderful adventure. But some of the earlier ads were like, no.
Yeah.
They were just emphasizing the weirdest parts. Like the, what did you get for Christmas? Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, yes, there are funny moments in it, but the funny moments are
So yeah.
not the major focus of the movie.
So yeah. I think that was the mistake I made. A Christmas stocking candle. Okay, so that's what we have left to find. So that was the mistake I think that I made when I was a kid. Was I had seen some of those other advertisements and I was expecting something a lot less deep.
Yeah, it's not exactly a movie that's easy to make. Make a trailer for to be like, well, this sums up the movie. You know, it's
Right.
not. You
Right.
can't exactly do that without spoiling the movie.
Right.
So yeah.
So yeah, I made that mistake.
Oh, it's okay. At least the movie is more lighthearted than the poem that Tim Burton originally.
Ooh, and that's one of the items that we have to get.
So I actually listened to somebody reading the original
Ooh, how did that
on
go?
YouTube. Oh, it was good, and I liked it. As a kid, I probably wouldn't have, but I like it now because it didn't feel the need to make Jack a good guy. In fact, Jack was not a good guy in it. Because Oogie Boogie was made up. This probably doesn't surprise anybody, but Oogie Boogie and Sally both were made up for the movie. The original poem is just literally about Jack being fed up about being the king of Halloween Town. He decides one day, I'm going to be Santa Claus now, and you can be the king of Halloween Town, Santa Claus, because I'm tired of doing it.
Despite the fact that,
And
old Santa Claus has no knowledge about what Halloween is like.
I know. And then, Christmas gets all messed up, and Santa Claus has to get him out of the mess, and he's like, I hope you've learned your lesson, Jack. It's that kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
I just summed it up. I mean, please do listen to the poem. It's
Yes.
interesting.
Do listen to the original poem, and and I appreciate your explaining the gist of it to me, because
Yeah.
I admit that that I only know so much.
Yeah, I think the director was probably like, well, we have to kind of make Jack more sympathetic. We have to make him a hero.
Right.
Which I agree with. I think for the movie, this was the best approach. Because I think that poem, it's, more of a moral type of thing. I don't think the kids would have enjoyed it as much.
No, Jack Skellington was a jerk. Nasty.
Yeah, but I mean, I could sympathize with the Jack in the poem. Like, he was tired of scaring kids and making them upset. He wanted to bring joy.
That makes him more of a tragic figure, I feel.
Yes, because we didn't have this whimsical Halloween Town.
Like on the stock.
Halloween Town was just about scaring kids, and there was no, there didn't seem to be as much of a, we need to make Halloween Town, it's all in good fun, even though
Right.
it is, but...
A lot of the citizens of the Halloween Town were happy and content with that, but Jack, it seems like the moral of the story is try not to get bored and enjoy with what you do.
Well,
Star
it's a, it's pretty cut and dry. I'll be grateful for what you have type of thing.
Pretty much.
And you don't quite understand
Okay.
all aspects of what you're,
Ignorant about.
longing for. Like,
Or longing.
yeah,
Longing for or ignorant about.
Yeah.
Because,
that kind of thing, yeah.
You and I both remember ye olden days of Westerners trying to imitate
Yeah.
non-Western cultures and doing a really, 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 cannot emphasize it, bad job.
Yeah, and, a lot of people have pointed out, and I agree, that the movie is about, or not about, but it does show the dangers of cultural appropriation.
Yes.
In a nice little package that kids can understand.
Right. As Halloween culture is different from Christmas culture.
Yeah, and since they didn't, consult with any of the Christmas Town residents, they were going completely off of what Jack learned himself through his own study.
Right.
They made it too much like Halloween, so it was kind of just a Halloween at Christmas time.
Pretty much.
So, yeah.
Yeah. A bit different from, say, a song that I remember I haven't heard on the radio in a while, Monsters Holiday, where misunderstanding causes the monsters from the Monster Mash to interact with Santa Claus.
Oh. Is this like a sequel to Monster Mash?
I think so.
Ah. I had heard of this, but I had never actually heard this song.
Guess I'll have to hunt it down on YouTube or something.
Kind of like if the Addams Family did Christmas.
True. And I think they did do
I'm sure they did. That would be too much of a missed opportunity if they don't have an episode where the Addams Family do Christmas.
Yes.
And freak their goody two-shoe neighbors out.
Right. And try to give a good Christmas to Wednesday and Pugsley, and
Yeah.
I distinctly remember that. Yeah, even as far back as like those Remember When shows where they had like nostalgia things, and I think I was supposed to change the switch. Okay, so where they'd be like,
We're a little over time, but we'll do the train thing.
okay,
And then we'll stop.
see if this will work.
Yeah, anyway.
But yeah, essentially where they played Christmas memories of Christmas specials, and I did remember seeing the Addams Family Christmas special in that.
Man, I never got to see it, but
That's okay. But
that sounds like fun.
yeah. So yeah, I've seen both the 60s one and the 90s Christmas special.
Oh, is that you mean the animated show? Or?
Well, I do remember there might have been one on the animated show, but I've also talked about the Saban's version of the Addams Family. I think he did.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, which had its own weirdness, and half the time they just recycled plots from the 60s show, but
It horrifies me how much Saban has touched.
yeah, it also horrifies me how much Saban influenced our childhoods. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Saban.
Thank you. I think. I don't know. Considering how you actually went about things, I'm not sure.
True.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Oh well. It was never boring, I can say that. For good or for bad. Let's see. So I know we're a bit over time, but just trying to get a hold of that spot.
Guess we could always do the train next time if we don't get it.
True. True, we could.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that. I guess we can stop here.
Alright.
Alright, guys. Thank you so much for coming, and we will see you in the next part.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.